Hey, I'm Chris Newcomb, and I've been looking for you. You know what I mean. I'm not looking for you like, where are you? I'm looking for you because you've been too busy to be able to look for yourself. So take a look at this. So I went out hiking, not hiking, I went out walking in the woods right after the snowstorm this week. And I went out to Crescent Beach State Park, and it was just beautiful. So I want to show you some images from there, a little bit of walking, and then mostly just images. I had such fun out there. The way the snow had fallen on the branches of the pine trees, especially, and then even on little twigs. It was as if there were tiny little snow sculptures all throughout the woods. It was really lovely. And so we're going to take a look here and have some fun. And a lot of what we're going to do is just look at things and see what kind of images that you can see there. And this is a pretty important creative skill to be working on. And Leonardo da Vinci talked about walking along and looking at rock walls, and he would look into the shadows of the rocks and see as many different images as he could. It's like looking at the clouds and going, "Oh, look, I see this and I see that." So in these images today, I want you to just take a look, and you'll see. I'll point out some of the images I see, but just see what you see. That's fantastic there. That kind of thing, that activity keeps your brain going and keeps the creativity really alive inside of us, and it's a good thing to be doing. So enjoy. You know, I never tire of coming in the woods like this in snow. You know, it's pretty wonderful. Pretty wonderful. Look at this. Here's a little pine forest just begun. Oh, within 15 years, those trees will be huge, huge, way taller than me, all of them. And look at this opening. Doesn't it just say enter here? As soon as I go in to that opening, I see this beautiful tree on my right. And as soon as I look at the tree and I see the snow on the branches, what I see, it looks like little bears crawling up this tree. They're just some kind of, snow animal. It's like an animal from the forest, but it's trying to climb up the tree. Now, if you don't see them, then pause the video for a moment and take a look. Let's look closer. Now, maybe you won't see it, but all those white, it looks like lots of little creatures trying to crawl up the tree. In the next few pictures, you'll see more. I think you'll get it. So now with this one, this is amazing, this tree. So I see faces, I see birds, I see creatures coming and going. I even see sort of a lobster-like creature. So, one of the faces I see is right here. Coming down, there are two dark patches, and those are sort of where the eyes would be. And then there's like a white streak right down the middle. That's the nose. And then under that is a mouth. And again, pause this, if you need to see if you can see what I see, and also just to see what you see that I haven't talked about. Another face is here. It's a little, I can see it, and then if I look closely, I can't see it. So it's one of those kind of images. There's a white streak of snow, and that's a sort of a semicircle. That's the hair. There's another white streak coming right down from that. That's the nose. And under that, you can actually see the nostrils. And then from then on, and it's like one of the, like I say, as soon as I see it, it goes away. It's one of those interesting things. So maybe you can see that. If not, maybe you see something else. Oh, and then there's this kind of creeping creature. It's creeping down. It's got this huge proboscis, and it's creeping down the tree. And then if you look at the same thing going up the tree, it kind of looks like a sort of a warped alien lobster-like creature. And after all, we're in Maine, so that makes sense. Oh, and then if you look at the entire picture, I had to look at the negative space first, and then bang, this popped out. When I first looked at that and saw the negative space pop out, then I see the white coming down towards the left, the lower left corner. So if I go back up, or if you go back up with your eye about 2/3 of the way up, you'll see that white coming down. That's a long, long nose, and then it goes down to a long chin that's bearded, very skinny and strong. If you go back up, then you'll see the top of the cheek and the eyeball and the eye socket. It's really nice. It looks like it's painted there. And then up above that, you see very bushy eyebrows and then hair everywhere, hair and stuff even coming out of the hair. I mean, to me, it looks like something from the '60s. It would have been a great logo for for incense or for a rain stick or something like that. Anyway, really interesting. Or a great wise man from a tale. If you don't see the image that I see, that doesn't make any difference at all. What do you see? And if there were a group of us here, it would be so fun because everybody would see different things. And it's really exciting to see how our minds are able to, look at these things and go, oh, I recognize this, I recognize that. What is this? Well, it could be lots of things. And it all depends on how you look at it and the mood you're in at the time you see it. So for me, it was, the blacks and the whites. It was that contrast of the white and the dark. And I knew that I also could take this into Final Cut Pro and I could apply some filters to it. And I could really get to see what it would look like if all you could see was black and white. This filter really, when you go into the black and the white, you lose the three dimensionality of it. It's not all gone, but it's as if you're looking at layers now, specific layers of depth, rather than looking at a total three-dimensional, space. But then I look at it again at just black and white, and it turns into a three-dimensional world. So there's that. When you see things in black and white, there is some point when it's no longer whiteness and no longer black. I mean, there's some place that, and this filter sets that place. But we all can do that in our lives. We can look at things from just black and white, and sometimes that's great to look at things in the black and white of them. But life is three-dimensional. It's actually multi-dimensional, beyond three dimensions. What if we looked at it? I don't know. What if we allowed it to alter itself for our eyes? And what if it allowed itself to be altered? Huh. Kind of fun. Oh, I know this is a little trippy, but it's awesome, isn't it? It really is. It's fun. So let's get back to the walk. So I'm not going to say anything for a while. I'm just going to let the images be themselves and let you enjoy them for what you see. All right? So just sit back, enjoy. Remember, at any point, you can just put your video on pause to look at something longer. Okay, so I just have to jump in here real quickly. Do you see all the creatures climbing up these trees? That's just something for some reason that stands out to me. All these like snow creatures are just climbing up the trees. And it almost feels like the animals are trying to get off the earth because they're so tired of the crap that we've done to it as humans that they're trying to get as far away from us and this that they can. And they're learning to all climb the trees. Okay, so I got to change rules. I'm going to talk during the thing because I realize you can pause anytime you want and you don't have to listen to me. You can just look at the imagery. All right. Um, but some of the things I see, like here, oh my God, it's like these three creatures floating along in space and almost like a Mad Max thing. And, they're, I don't know, riding through the woods in this line. I don't know if you can see them or not. Well, there you have it. A nice little walk in the snow. I hope you enjoyed yourself, and I hope you enjoyed this this video as part of Thanks for Thinking with Chris Newcomb. So, just once again, I'm glad I could be out there looking for you. Have a great day.